Would everyone please be seated? Good morning. I'm Carolyn Long, and on behalf of West Virginia University Institute of Technology, I welcome you to the WVU 119th Commencements. Today is our and this being our first having here at our new Beckley campus. To begin today's celebration, we will stand and for the singing of our national anthem by Hillary Parcell. Please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. First, I would like to introduce our platform guests, starting with Dr. Fred Cavalier, the WVU Tech Marshal, Dr. Gerald Lang, our campus provost at WVU Tech, the Honorable Nick Rahal, our commencement speaker, Dr. Paul Rakes, Chair of the WVU Tech Faculty Assembly, Dr. Z. Torbica, Dean of the Leonard C. Nelson College of Engineering and Sciences, Dr. Stephen Brown, Dean of the Business, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Dr. Cynthia Hall, representative of the WVU Tech Academic Awards Committee, Dr. Crystal Shreves, Director of the BSN programs for the Beckley campus of the WVU School of Nursing, Mr. Ed Robinson, Chair of the WVU Tech Institutional Board of Visitors and a member of the WVU Board of Governors, and Ms. Stacy Fraggle, President of the WVU Tech Golden Bears Alumni Association, and Hannah Calhoun, President of the Student Body Government Association. Thank you all. Now I'd like to recognize a wonderful, and might I say, a quite good-looking group back there in the back that is vital. None of you would be sitting here if this wonderful faculty in the back had not done what they had done. So, in recognition of the great work that they do, the hours they spend with our students, and all of their hard work, I would like them to please stand and be recognized. Thank you very much. And again, thank you for what you do. It is now my honor to introduce Stacy Fraggle, our president of the Tech Golden Bears Alumni Association, who will be honoring our Golden alums.
Today we welcome back distinguished alumni from the class of 1968. These individuals are being inducted into an exclusive group known as the Golden Alumni. We celebrate and recognize their 50 years of professional and personal distinction since graduating from their alma mater. Please stand and be recognized as we present you with your certificate, and remain standing until all certificates have been handed out. Bill Harmer, Printing Management. Glenn Myers, Electrical Engineering. Calvin Thompson, Chemical Engineering. Hank Wright, Electrical Engineering. Congratulations to each of you. You may be seated. Good morning, graduates. Congratulations on achieving this educational milestone. You now join the ranks of the more than 20,000 proud WVU Tech Golden Bear alumni. As president of the Alumni Association, it gives me great pride to welcome you to this group. Today, you make history and have laid the foundation for future generations. Today, you become the first class to graduate from Tech's Beckley campus. You will always remember today. As both a Tech alumna and a citizen of Beckley, I can tell you that you bring great pride to this city and all the alumni that have come before you. 22 years ago, I was in your shoes as a new graduate. I thought I knew the path life would take me on, but as usually was the case, I had most of it wrong. The thing I did not have wrong, I knew I would always be proud to tell people that I graduated from West Virginia Tech. When I graduated, I thought my connection to Tech would just be through my friends in my class or those who had been on campus during the same period as me. Wrong again. Today, I have friends who graduated in every decade of the last 5 decades, including Hank Wright, one of our Golden alumni who is here with us today. You too will make friends from the generations of alumni who came before you, because being a Golden Bear alumni connects you to men and women all across our country and our world. Being a Golden Bear alumni will open doors for you that you can only imagine. As a student, you have been taught that Golden Bears give back. That will not change in your role as an alumnus. Golden Bear alumni give back in many ways to their communities, their families, and to Tech. I challenge all of you to give back to your communities. Be the Girl Scout or Boy Scout leader. Be the Little League coach. Be the homeroom mom or dad. Join Big Brothers or Big Sisters. Volunteer with the United Way. Find an organization you love and become involved. Show the world what Golden Bears do. I also challenge all of you to give back to Tech, whether that be through your time, your talent, or your treasure. I cannot explain to you the joy you will feel when you give back to future generations of Tech students who will fill your shoes on campus, but I promise you that you will never regret giving back. Always be proud to be a Golden Bear. Do not be afraid to seek out those of us who came before you. Tech's history is strong and diverse, just like the alumni who have come before you. Tech alumni are here for our fellow Golden Bears in times of need, times of sorrow, and times of joy, and they will be there for you. On behalf of the Tech Golden Bear Alumni Association, congratulations on your accomplishments and welcome to the ranks of Golden Bear alumni. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Paul Rakes, Chair of the Faculty Assembly at WVU Tech.
On behalf of the WVU Tech faculty, it is my pleasure to bid welcome to families, friends, and guests, and to offer sincere congratulations to our graduating class of 2018. Graduates, be proud of your accomplishment. Acquiring a college degree is indeed a significant achievement in life. This is your day. Celebrate your success. You've earned it. Look around. Everything here is in celebration of what you've done. And today, here at the inaugural WVU Tech in Beckley commencement, let us of the faculty both congratulate and thank you, the class of 2018. Our faculty salute not only your academic accomplishments, but also your ability to make the change of locations a success. It is important to note that you, as students, brought the spirit of Tech to the Beckley campus. Tech spirit, academic effort, that has provided the engine that has driven Tech's long history, and you have demonstrated that both these factors remain alive and are well. Congratulations on your achievement and best wishes for your future. And as you go forward, please keep in touch and let we of the faculty know how you are doing in your pursuits in life. Thank you, and please join me in welcoming Hannah Calhoun, President of the WVU Tech Student Government Association, who brings greetings to us from the Tech SGA.
First, I would like to thank you all for allowing me to serve as your student government president this year and for being patient with myself as well as the rest of the Student Government Association as we adjusted to the transition between campuses and the challenges that came with it. I would also like to thank our professors, our families, and our friends for helping us get here and supporting us in any way possible. I'm sure it wasn't easy answering the same questions over and over and over again. And I'm sure any member of my family would have liked to reach through the phone and given me a swift smack to the back of the head more often than not. But it means the world to us, and we would not be here without you. So thank you. I would also like to thank my fellow classmates for pushing each other to make it here today and for at least pretending to pay attention to what I'm about to say. I would like to just take a moment and recognize the fact that we are here. We've worked so hard to make it to this moment, and we are here. This group has shared long hours, shed the tears, and I'm sure we've all had a moment where we stopped, took a long look around, and wondered, is this piece of paper really worth it? But really, this is such a milestone, and I couldn't be more honored or blessed to graduate with such a unique group of individuals. Every one of us has had to face risks, take opportunities, and find a passion. That's essentially what brought us here today. I can't imagine anyone attending this institution just to attend. Tech has this amazing way of changing an individual. Are any of us the same freshman or transfer that came in a few years ago? Probably not. We've all at least learned how far we're willing to go for free food or a free t-shirt. With such a small campus, there are so many more opportunities to take advantage of. I mean, what other school can you go to and find a Razor Scooter Club? I came here thinking I was going to do my schoolwork at a reasonable hour every day and play softball, and that's it. And then freshman year, Coach Ballin told me that I should try out for cheerleading. I may have looked at her like she had two heads, but said, sure, why not? No one pays attention to cheerleaders, and I could use some extra exercise. Well, many laps around Montgomery, yelling cheers later, I'm sitting here wondering, what on earth have I gotten myself into? Now, this doesn't sound like much, but one step out of my comfort zone led to another and another. Then fast forward to senior year, and I found myself involved in more extracurriculars than I've ever been a part of in my entire life. My point here is this: taking a risk, taking advantage of an opportunity that is presented to you can be a good thing. It may not be something you're used to, it may be a little scary, but what if? What if that opportunity leads to another and another, and all of a sudden, all of these doors are open for you? At the end of the day, it's not the things we do in life that we regret on our deathbed. It is the things we do not. Opportunity only often dances with those who are already on the dance floor, so why not dance? With each opportunity comes a risk of failure, a risk of success, a risk of finding out maybe this wasn't the right choice for me, or maybe this is the decision I should have been making all along. If there's one thing I've learned in my college career, as I'm sure we all have, you never know until you try. Sometimes you will find yourself running headfirst into a brick wall. It may hurt for a moment, but if you don't get back up and dust yourself off, how are you going to figure out what else is out there for you? As T.S. Eliot said, only those willing to risk going too far can possibly find out how far they can go. This degree doesn't make you invincible, but is the key to unlocking your potential. It's opening a door and allowing us to soar further and further until we find our niche in life. The beauty here is that you are in control of how far you fly and how many risks you're willing to take. We're each allowed to develop our own compass, but to do so, we can't be afraid to fail in the process. Fortunately, we all have the one thing that will make the failure worthwhile: passion. We would not be here without it. Passion towards a cause, a goal, a mission will guide you. Passion is what will make you the thorn in the side of those who doubt you. There will always be someone telling you that you aren't big enough, you aren't strong enough, you aren't smart enough, you're not qualified. There will always be someone telling you that you cannot, that you weren't supposed to make it this far, or that you will never accomplish what you've set out to do. It's your passion that silences this. It's not up to anyone else to decide what you should be or what you can be. It is up to you. When you find your passion, you will find your energy. You will find your purpose, and no one will be able to extinguish this flame. We are graduating today with a degree in a field that hopefully excites us, that will allow us to make a difference in the world, whether it be something as simple as being a coach and allowing a kid to play the sport they love, to something as large scale as developing a cure to any number of diseases or cancers. It is your passion that will allow you to accomplish anything you have set out to do. And it is your passion that you will be remembered by. My sophomore year, softball had practice at 4 a.m. every single day. And I mean every day. Not a single one was canceled. Softball has always been my passion, but I will tell you, sometimes it's very hard to wake up with fire and passion to go to practice when it's your 5th 4 a.m. of the week, and all those days you've had multiple practices. However, a wise assistant coach said something one day that truly resonated for me. He said, "You're already here, so why do it halfway? What are you going to gain by getting up this early, showing up, and giving minimal effort? You're going to have to be here anyway, so why not get the most out of it? We are all going to have to find our place in this world, so why just go through the motions while you try to find it? Rise above, win the day, take your risks, seize the opportunities, and be passionate about what you do. Purpose is the reason for your journey, but passion is the flame that lights the way." Congratulations to the class of 2018, and good luck in all your endeavors.
Thank you very much, Hannah. And she is just an example of these fine young men and women and what they're going to do and make a change in this world. And we're so proud of all of them. Thank you, and welcome again for our students, families, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends to the 119th WVU Tech Commencement Ceremony. First, I'd like to thank everyone for being here today and supporting these people. And I would also like to thank those that are watching from other states and around the world. So if we have some parents that are not here today to support these students and are watching, we want to thank you also for being such a supportive person in these young men and women's lives. So we want to thank everyone for all the help they have given these fine young men and women as they move out into the world. You've done so much for them. You've helped them by sending texts, sending food, parents sending money. For those that you have the highs and the lows, our students are so blessed to have all of your love and support that you've given. In addition to the friends and family, our students have added members to their support network during their time here at Tech. I would like to extend a special thank you to the faculty and the staff at WVU Tech. I know that you will hear many expressions of gratitude from your students today, as you should. But I want to thank you personally for all that you do every day here to make Tech special. We are all so very lucky to work with all of you and to serve these students together. And to all the members of the Golden Bear family, Tech is an amazing place, but it's an amazing place because of the people in it. And you are truly amazing indeed. Graduates, you've put a lot of work to get here today, and we know that you didn't get here alone, but we know that you've made it happen. Each year, I'm so inspired by the young people and amazed by all of your accomplishments. You're doing research that gets attention from industry and congressional leaders from states near and far. And some of your hard work recently was mentioned in that little newspaper in California. I think it's called the LA Times. So we're so proud of you. You are doing all the work in the classroom and in your communities that make us proud. You've clocked thousands of service hours and created many student organizations. You've competed for and landed positions and opportunities to continue around the world. You've competed at national events and across the country. No matter how you spent your time while you were here at Tech, it was spent well. You've learned your subject matter and you've studied hard. You've got to know your classmates, your instructors, the support staff, and the communities around you. You've reached out and you've helped each other. You deserve to celebrate all of your accomplishments and all the lessons you've learned. Today, we are celebrating you and are excited for that bright future ahead. And we want to remember that no matter what the challenge is ahead, and we know that the people, there will be challenges, but we know that you have our support and you are here to help with your journey. You're Golden Bears, and we are so very proud of you. And I'd like to say a special thank you to this class. I know this has not been easy. You have done something by changing campuses that no one else has done, but you've done it with grace. You've done it with dignity. You've complained, and we're listening, because the things that are so wonderful about this wonderful institution, we want to continue. And I want to thank you for your ability to change and ability to do it in the right way. You are a great example to not just the Tech Golden Bear family, but to the world. And so I thank you. And congratulations, WVU, the WVU Tech class of 2018. Congratulations. Our commencement speaker today is someone the community knows well. He was born right here in Beckley and graduated from Woodrow Wilson High School and spent 38 years representing West Virginia's 3rd District in the U.S. House of Representatives. During his tenure in Congress, Nick Joe Rahal, the second introduced mining legislation and supported efforts related to the black lung and Social Security. He obtained millions of dollars for highway projects and successfully steered legislation that created the new River Gorge National River. And he helped establish the Gauley River National Recreation Area. In 2015, he donated his congressional records to WVU, which are so proudly housed here on the Beckley campus. I've known Congressman Rahal, we won't discuss how long, but I will tell you that one of the things that you can't put in a bio is what a gentleman he is. And he represented us 38 years in Congress, being a gentleman, a negotiator, and a person that knows how to get things done. It is my honor to please join in welcoming Congressman Nick Joe Rahal.
Thank you very much, Dr. Carolyn Long. Good afternoon, or good morning, and let's hope it's not afternoon by the time I finish. You'll notice that my prepared remarks are not in the script here of the program, so nobody knows what I'm going to say, including myself, except maybe my wife, Melinda, sitting over there, who may have gotten a peek at my notes. But it is quite an honor, a very high honor, to be invited by your president, Carolyn Long, to be WVU Tech's Beckley campus first commencement speaker. And before I proceed any further, we all know this day is about you, each and every one of you. But I'm going to do something a little in reverse here and ask that each of you give a hand of applause for your parents, your loved ones, your family, your strongest supporters, the faculty at WVU Tech, the deans, the staff, everyone who cares so much about you and that have helped nurture you along the way to where you are today. Would you please stand and give them a round of applause. You, the graduates. Very nice. I do highly commend President Carolyn Long and her tremendous staff, her faculty, her deans, those that have worked so hard to bring WVU Tech to Beckley and have made it such a success in its first year. I thank President Gordon Gee as well, who was instrumental in convincing me to bring my 38 years of congressional archives and papers to the WVU Tech campus, my hometown, Beckley, where I was born and raised. Yes, I grew up here. I've seen the changes. Matter of fact, this very site that we're on now, when I was growing up, was considered out in the boondocks. Nobody ever came out this far. So I've experienced the growth. And I've attended, I recall very well attending history class in the building right behind Carter Hall on your campus today, on that fateful day, November 22nd, 1963, when the principal came across the PA system and announced that President John Kennedy had been shot. And then moved to my next class, gym class, in what was called the rec building back then, another building right behind Carter Hall, when the news came across that President Kennedy had died of his wounds. This town brings back memories. There's no question about it. I was the last class to graduate in the old Woodrow Wilson High School, Miller Hall, over on Park Avenue, 1967. So I've dated myself there. Indeed, they had to build a new high school after my class graduated. I was fortunate enough to be elected to Congress in the year 1976. At 27, I was sworn into office in January of 1977, the same month that President Jimmy Carter took the oath as President of the United States. So I entered that 95th Congress as the bicentennial kid. I was the youngest member of that class back in 1977, the 95th Congress. And the most often question I get asked today is, do I miss it? Or more often, bet you're glad you're gone today. And yes, I do get a lot of wish you were still there. But to the question, do I miss it? And as we were discussing at breakfast this morning, after 38 years in elective office and close to 5 years as a staff member for the late Senator Robert C. Byrd before that, I'd be less than honest if I didn't say, yes, I miss it. Today's dramatic divisions, the dynamic dysfunction, and the downright disillusionment that exists with our government is unlike any I've seen in my life. Now, granted, partisanship and polarization go back to our founding fathers. And just remember that. We've been through times like this before. As he approached his first inauguration, for example, the third president of the United States in March 1801, Thomas Jefferson knew that one of his most important tasks was to heal a divided nation. Jefferson had predicted prior to the election of 1800 that, quote, our campaign will be as hot as that of Europe. But happily, we deal in ink only. They deal in blood, end quote. He said the nation's newspapers were, and again I quote, teeming with every falsehood, predecessor to fake news, that they can invent for defamation. President John Adams, seeking re-election on the Federalist ticket, was labeled as a monarchist. Vice President Jefferson was called an atheist. Both candidates were described as enemies of our Constitution. So today's polarization of the American people, and therefore the polarization of Congress, is due very quickly to three factors, in my opinion. And then they may be negative, but then I want to end on the positive and say what we can do about it today. First, and I want to preface this assertion with the fact that the vast majority of the members of the United States Congress are in it to do what is good for the American people, for the people they represent, and to enact sound public policy that moves our country forward. The problem is that there are those who would grab every chance and search out even more chances at self-promotion rather than people or country promotion. That's the first problem with today's scenarios. Number two, and again, we were discussing this at breakfast, in the days of 24/7 news cycles, 24/7 talk shows, that they have to come up with something, some type of gibbish to go on for 24 hours, 7 days a week. No matter which side, I'm not being political here, whether it's the right or left. No matter which side, they drive Americans to polarization. Guess what? Polarization drives up their ratings. And guess what again? Ratings drives up their profits. Not wrong with making a profit, but again, recognize that higher profits via advertisers means more polarization. Less polarization, less profits. That's the problem with the 24/7 news cable shows. The third factor is by a divided one-vote decision back in 2010, the U.S. Supreme Court, in the Citizens United decision, basically granted corporations the same freedom of speech as individuals. This has unleashed the floodgates for unlimited, undisclosed, dark money hidden in various ways in various committees for the good of this or for the good of that, but actually funded by billionaires who have basically hijacked our democracy today. So those are the three factors that I see at the root of our problems today. So what can be done? First, it takes each and every one of you. You've heard Stacy and you've heard previous speakers challenge you today to get involved, to give back, to connect. And I cannot second those remarks any stronger than possible. Stay connected. Connect with your community and stay connected. Connect with West Virginia Tech and stay connected. Get involved. Get involved. Recognize that politics is not a dirty word. It is a noble profession. And it is not beneath any of us to get involved in politics. Show what you have to offer. Yes, criticize. Yes, question your elected officials. Yes, challenge them at every opportunity that you have. Offer your suggestions, your ideas at every level of government. And it all starts with what unfortunately not many of us did this past week, and it's called voting. It's called voting. You want term limits? Guess what? We already have term limits. They're called elections. Get out and vote the bums out if you want, which is more the feeling today. And certainly we know today more than ever that every vote does count. So those of you that are qualified, register to vote and vote. Those from the 27 countries that are represented here at WVU Tech, think about becoming citizens and becoming citizens here in almost heaven, West Virginia, and becoming eligible to vote. It's okay to disagree, as it should be, but it's not okay to be disrespectful of others' positions. Communicate, even with those you disagree. Communicate, even with your enemies. You don't make peace, after all, with your friends. You can communicate without capitulation of your principles, of your views. Remember that. You can communicate without capitulation of your principles. Every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. That's what President Jefferson maintained. And he said Americans were in truth brethren of the same principle. We are all Republicans, we are all Federalists, Thomas Jefferson said. And as I used to always say in the U.S. Congress, especially for my position on the House Transportation Committee, there are no Republican bridges, there are no Democratic bridges, there are only American bridges We are all in this together. And as I conclude, I want to conclude with actually quoting Republican Senator John McCain, who most recently said, "There's much more that unites us as Americans than that which divides us." And so I conclude by saying to each of you, get involved. Remember, we may not be the perfect system of government in the world, but by golly, we are the best in the world. Thank you. God bless each of you, and Godspeed on your graduation.
Thank you, Congressman, very, very much. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Provost Gerald Lang for the presentation of the candidates for degrees.
Will the graduating students please rise? President Long, I present to you these candidates for their respective degrees from the West Virginia University Institute of Technology.
Upon the recommendation of the Provost and approval of the deans and the faculty of West Virginia University Institute of Technology, and on behalf of the West Virginia Higher Education Policy Commission, by virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon each of you the appropriate degree with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities attendant thereto. Congratulations and best wishes for a satisfying, fulfilling, and a productive life. You may be seated. Okay.
Dr. Z. Torbica, Dean of the College of Engineering and Sciences, will join me in awarding the diplomas for the graduates of the Leonard C. Nelson College of Engineering and Sciences. Will the candidates for the degrees from the College of Engineering and Sciences please rise and come forward to be recognized? We'll see. Give me your card.
John M. Carr. Benjamin J. Culkin. Lucas Kyle Darnell. Caleb R. Dingus. Jared Wayne Miller. Abdullah Al-Mizyad. Mohammed Al-Qualaf. Roger Eric Bright. Ronald Christopher Edmonds. Jacques Tubikuke Kashugi. Joseph Edward Kenyon. Nicholas Orlando Kondracki. Kendra Joy Monin. Lloyd Matthews Meyer. Bezarat Seifu. Ashlyn Helene Teeter. Sabrina Y. Johan. Brandon S. Asbury. Justin Michael Cable. Thomas Aaron Crank. Nathan M. Hudson. James Thomas Alexander Keenan. Matthew Mark Papish. Hillary Tatjip Padjip. Corbin Josiah Adkins. Jesus Ballesteros Parel. Emmanuel C. Onwaka. Stephen Kent Blevins. Gregory Lee Bottenfield. Prince Egoleme Joseph Idornage. River M. Pullins. Andrew Nelson Sudikoff. Dustin Tyler White. Christopher Scott Alpeter. Zachary C. Armstead. Alexis Nicole Branch. Fernanda Deladuc. Geoffroy Gano. Dustin Kyle Hill. Samuel Scott Jarrell. Trevor Matthew Johnson. Daniel Edward Lynch. Brett A. McLever. Aaron R. Painter. Matthew David Pittman. Pablo Eduardo Puerta. Dominic Carol Rich. Fernando Rivero. Adriana Rosendo. Amr Samani. Manuel Serrano Laguna. Matthew Siamos. Alfred G. Taylor. Mackenzie Hope Logan Wilson. Justin Michael Cercio. Jason Michael Rude. Jacob Matthew Eplin. Jonathan Lee Four. Jonathan Christopher Frazier. Hannah Lee Gibson. Casey Dawn Harmon. Erin Elizabeth Light. Leslie Susan Lopez. Megan Kathleen Mitchell. Caitlin M. White. Kayla Shea Jones. Ruth Tessima. Charles Wayne Cody Westfall. Adam Jean Cantrell. Douglas Andrew Negretti.
All right, please be seated. Dr. Stephen Brown will join me in awarding the diplomas for the graduates of the College of Business, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Will the candidates for degrees from the College of Business, Humanities, and Social Sciences please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Kelsey M. Frank. Kayla Lynn Harbin. Haley Harper. Casey Ray Hogg. Christina Halston. Kenneth Lee Lavender Jr. Mark Anthony Magallanes Nava. Terry Levon Nance. John Randolph Scheimer. Anne Marie Thomas. Garrison Wolf Vandeventer. Wyatt A. Belinda. Renee Megan Bigelow. Andrew D. Bird. Jonathan Tyler Borman. Marciero Tivon Bruce. Anthony Nicholas Brumfeld. Austin William Buskus. Hannah Alexis Calhoun. Kimberly Dawn Coleman. Cheyenne Sierra Davis. Douglas Paul Dennis. Tyler Jade Graves. Seth Greensage. Sean Robert Huddleston. Taylor Mackenzie Ingram. Justin T. Jones. Brett Ashley Justice. Brittany Danielle Kearney. Rashad Dominique Kincaid. Olivia Nay Montalbán. Trevor Q. McLean. Amanda Lynn Mizell. Herbert Lee Mounts. Brian Terrell Overton. John Edward Putsock. Allison R. Reed. Savannah Faith Richards. Colton James Rowe. Natanya Elizabeth Shingler. Ryan Dale Swearingen. Nicole Lynn Thomas. Javen Autumn Thompson. Jason Lamont Wainwright.
Please be seated. Dr. Crystal Shees will now join me in awarding diplomas for the graduates of the School of Nursing. Will the candidates for degrees from the WVU School of Nursing please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Shelley Ray Bird. Ellen Jacqueline Bruce. Jessica Nicole Davis. Arsama Desta. Matthew Scott Farmer. Alicia Goldsmith. Marissa Elizabeth Duran Harler. Congratulations. Courtney Dale Kozak. Allison P. Morris. Courtney A. Schoolcraft. Adrian K. Wright.
But I got my own copy. Please be seated. We will now award the diplomas for the graduates of the Athletic Coaching Education and Sports Management programs. Will the candidates for degrees from the College of Physical Activity and Sports Sciences please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Katrina Ann Fairbairn. Paul Cesar Gonzalez. Saul Fernando Montalegre Diaz. Sorry. Ruby Lorraine Bingham. Kylie Kathleen Lang. Marcus Alexander Rodriguez.
I now have the honor to present the Society of Health and Physical Educators Shape America Award to the outstanding student in this year's athletic training and sports management program. Saul Montenegre, please come forward. The criteria for this award are listed in the commencement program. Saul's selection is a recognition of his exceptional achievements. It recognizes his academic excellence and his outstanding leadership talents. Saul grew up in Bogota, Colombia, and came to the United States to earn his athletic coaching degree and to play soccer. He led the Tech soccer team to the 2015 NAIA National Tournament. This year, he began his coaching career as an assistant coach for the team and as a coach for Tech's club's soccer team. Saul says, "Coaching is a passion for me. He is motivated by seeing how the feedback he gives to his players helps them to achieve their goals and improve their ability. He will tell you that the joy of being a coach is seeing his encouragement come to life on the field." Dr. Laura Spears, who is Saul's advisor, noted that Saul is a role model and an inspiration for other students who are playing soccer, and then who want to take up the coaching career afterwards. She says, "Saul is an exceptional role model for our students, as he has managed being a student, an athlete, and a contributing member to the sports studies field." She shared that she was able to witness Saul's growth as an athlete and as a student, and is excited for what his future holds in the field of health, fitness, and sport. We need positive and influential individuals like Saul in this field that are passionate about making a difference. Saul compliments the Tech faculty. He says, quote, "There are people in the program that really teach you the important lessons of life. They are the true definition of being a teacher, a mentor, and someone you can trust." Saul epitomizes those words we use: student, athlete, and player coach. He is a model for other students as well. He has earned this recognition as Tech's Shape America Outstanding Major of the Year. Saul, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Say hi to the president.
All right, let's give our graduates another round of applause. Here to present the Presidential Leadership Awards on behalf of the WVU Tech Academic Awards Committee is Dr. Cynthia Hall.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Cynthia Hall, and I'm an associate professor of psychology here at WVU Tech, and I represent the Academic Awards Committee, a faculty panel privileged with bestowing one of Tech's most prestigious awards, the Leonard C. Nelson Presidential Leadership Award. This award, established in 1978, is given to one student from each of our two main colleges who not only has achieved academic excellence, but also has demonstrated distinctive representation of the college and university in local, state, regional, and national forums. In addition, these two leaders have demonstrated extensive involvement in both campus and community activities. These students are ones who have gone above and beyond the norm to impact their studies, WVU Tech, and surrounding communities. Candidates for this award must be nominated, and they complete a detailed application packet. The Academic Awards Committee, made up of 3 voting faculty and non-voting representatives from the Division of Student Life and 2 student representatives, reviews the packets and determines the award recipient from each college. The candidates made our choice extremely difficult, as they have all distinguished themselves and have given so much time and help to WVU Tech. Our academic programs, clubs, and campus community would not be what it is today without your energy, ingenuity, and contribution. I'd like us all to give the nominees and candidates for this award and our outstanding graduates a round of applause and gratitude for their contributions to our campus community. For the purposes of this award, however, we must choose a singular example of our great tech students, and so we did. As I reveal this year's award winners, please approach the stage to receive your recognition and award. I will announce the winner from the College of Business, Humanities, and Social Sciences first. This year's recipient is very strong academically and actively involved in the campus community. Her involvement in research and leadership experiences were 2 qualities regularly lauded by those who wrote letters in her recommendation. She has served as a peer mentor and tutor, orientation leader, a STEM camp counselor, and held several officer positions in campus organizations, including president of the Delta Kappa Theta sorority, secretary of WVU Tech's Criminal Justice Student Association, Greek Council, and Psychology Club. She's a member of both the Eastern and Southeastern Psychological Associations and has presented 4 separate original research projects at both state and national conferences. She completed an internship in the mental health unit at Mount Olive Correctional Complex. On top of all of this, she is a member of Psi Chi, the International Honor Society for Psychology, and is graduating cum laude with a degree in psychology. She has been extended an offer and graduate assistantship at Radford University to attend their master's program in experimental psychology in fall 2018. It is my great pleasure to present the 2018 Presidential Leadership Award for the College of Business, Humanities, and Social Sciences to Miss Kelsey Frank. Next, this year's Presidential Leadership Award for the College of Engineering and Sciences. This year's recipient is also deeply involved in the campus community as well as athletics. She is a member and vice president of Tau Beta Pi, an honors engineering society, and the American Institute of Chemical Engineers, as well as a member of the American Society of Civil Engineers. She completed an internship with Cureha, PGA, as a mechanical integrity engineer, and an internship with the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Quantico, Virginia, as a device intern in the explosives unit. She has presented her original research at state and regional conferences, served as a resident assistant, represented the Department of Chemical Engineering during tours, and has served as a volunteer at the Emerald Youth Foundation. She is a member of the WVU Tech swim team, for which she has become a 5-time All-American and also named the Appalachian Swimming Conference's Female Athlete of the Year. She is graduating summa cum laude with a degree in chemical engineering, is a former recipient of the First Year Student Excellence Award, and has volunteered hundreds of hours in the state and local community. I'm incredibly pleased to award the 2018 Presidential Leadership Award for the College of Engineering and Sciences to Ms. Kendra Monin. Thank you, and congratulations to the 2018 Presidential Leadership Award winners, and congratulations, graduates!
Well, we're almost there. Would all the graduates please stand? The tassel on your mortarboard signifies Tech's academic mace, or the authority these institutions possess awarding you a degree. By moving your tassel from the right side to the left, you acknowledge your graduation from student to a degree-carrying alum of Tech. Please move your tassel from left to right on your mortarboards. We will close today's celebration with the singing of our alma mater. The words can be found inside the commencement program, and I invite all of you to join us for the post-ceremony reception right out here in the area, in our arena. Graduates, would you please remain standing after the alma mater for the recessional? Now please join as Hillary Purcell leads us in the singing of the alma mater.
On the banks of the great Kanawha, reared against the sky, proudly stands our alma mater as the years go by. Forward ever be our progress, honor and protect. Hail to thee, our alma mater, West Virginia Tech.